All right, it's a new episode of Your Daily Scrum with professional Scrum trainers Todd Miller and Ryan Ripley. That's Todd, I'm Ryan. Like and subscribe, never miss an episode. Click that bell so you get the alerts. Check out the description to learn more about Todd and I, our book, our scrum.org courses, our prokanban.org courses, and the new membership program. We're going to talk a little bit more about that here in a minute, but premium content is available to those who pick up a membership here on YouTube. So be sure to check that out as well. Todd, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good, Ryan. Probably just like you, a little tired.
Yeah, we just wrapped up day one of a professional Scrum Master course. Had some really great learners, but man, it's tiring. A lot of good questions. They kept us on our toes. And now we're going to come here and answer another question. Todd, where did this question come from?
Yeah, so Stas Pavlov, hopefully I said the last name right, Stas, but one of our members brought up a really good question. First of all, Stas, thanks for being a member. We appreciate it. Early adopter. This is something fairly new we're trying out. But Stas brought to our attention that there's really something subtle in Scrum Guide 2020 that differs from Scrum Guide 2017 and does mention that the implications are huge, which we agree with. And that is any reference to estimating was completely removed and replaced by sizing. And kind of wanted us to talk about this a little bit. So the word estimation was replaced by sizing in Scrum Guide 2020, right? Pretty significant. So good subtle catch, Stas.
Yeah, and thanks for joining as a member. We hope you're really getting a lot out of the premium content. And yeah, keep the questions coming. So why did this happen? I think there's a lot of good reasons. I think one of them, Todd, is that estimation is a practice. There are some teams who do not estimate work in a traditional sense, right? I don't want to get caught in this trap of, well, everything that involves sizing is an estimate. Okay, you can go win that semantical argument with your buddies and have them buy you a beer. And actually, if you're making that argument, you probably don't have buddies who drink beer with you. But we have to concede. Look, if you look at something and you're guesstimating, you're estimating, let's go past that. Estimation could specifically mean story points. It could mean time-based estimates. It could be a lot of different things. And I think that locked teams into a certain set of practices, and it created this illusion of story points, which we know are trash, being part of Scrum, or hour-based estimates being part of Scrum. And that's just not the case. Sizing, on the other hand, is more about the product backlog item. How big, how small. You can add. You can do a lot of things with that. And it also opened up the possibility. It made more explicit this idea that everything can just be a one. You can count the cards. You could use flow-based metrics. I think it was more inclusive of the many practices that teams were using, as opposed to, estimation by itself, because sizing could be a traditional estimate. It could be story points, which are trash. It could be forecasting. It could be all sorts of other things. I just think it just opened up Scrum teams to a lot more practices. Does that make sense, Todd?
Yeah. So when you Google the definition of estimation too, it says roughly calculate, which means someone is roughly calculating or judging the value, number, quantity, right? Yep. Something like that. So there is, as you were saying, there's some kind of activity happening to estimate something. And by sizing, if I hear sizing, I feel like there are and can be activities when we're going through some kind of sizing debate and determining that. But estimation implies that there is some kind of method that we are using, right? Yep. Sizing means it can be method agnostic. There doesn't have to be a method. That's I'm taking a very tactical angle at this to expand upon your angle. Yeah. Estimation and sizing can have activities to them, but estimation sounds like there's some technique we have to apply to it, when sizing, I don't think that we do.
Is that fair? Let me see if I can give an example to kind of bring both of our ideas together, right? So you could say estimation would be using story points, which are trash, to build out a velocity chart. And then we're tracking that, and we're trying to roughly judge the complexity of the work. Sizing, on the other hand, could just be the act of going through planning poker, and then throwing out those trashy story points, not worrying about them, and looking at the sizing of the work and the analysis. And so I think there is a distinction there, and I like the way that you really made it clear, Todd, that this is really opening up different possibilities and practices. And I think it's a good switch.
Yeah,
right?
rather
Let's
than
call it.
narrowly focusing us into having to come up with some method for which we're estimating with, we could generically say we're considering size of things regardless of the technique that we're going to use.
Right.
And and just move forward.
Well, and whether, certain advocates or proponents like it or not, there are some teams who have latched on to no estimates. I think it's an interesting idea. Todd and I use flow-based metrics, so we're not necessarily in that camp, but there are teams who are intentionally not estimating. And so I think this switch also gives those groups a way to, I think there's some inclusion there that, what they're doing is forecasting and sizing and more work-based. Great. So they can join the fun as well.
Yeah. Thanks, Stas. Good, thoughtful question.
Great question, Stas. Thanks for being a member. We hope you're enjoying that deeper into Scrum content, and keep the questions coming. All right. End screen time. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the socials. Click that bell. Never miss an episode. Check out the membership section. Stas is one of our early members. There's some good content back there. There's more coming. Some really great topics are on the horizon. Get in there. Get active. We think you'll enjoy it. Some free content's popping up here. It's our EBM course and our Scrum Framework course. Check those out. Those remain free. You can go through those, get your certifications, and go rule the world. Hey, a Squirrel Burger t-shirt would look excellent on everybody. Why haven't you grabbed one yet? Check out the merch. And for Todd and Ryan, go forward, do some great Scrum things. Don't get hooked up on estimates or sizing or NOAA. Just build great products that bring value to the world. And a lot of that stuff will take care of itself. Remember, kids, story points are trash. We'll see you tomorrow.